And that is what the Hindu religion, the Brahmanism, has done to their people. And that was the reason why it is so well protected. And nothing could change that. And unfortunately, the people from the down under, when they move up a little bit, and they want to imitate, try to run away from his own kin and kith. I think you can see some parallels here, right? Yeah. And this is what happening. This is a curse on our race. But we need to, that is where we need to go to education. We need to go to education. What I want to do is, I hope you do not know a whole lot of this Hindu religion. Because there are some people blindly follow this religion. Not only the white man, I have even seen some African American sisters following, brothers and sisters following this stupid religion. To me, I don't think we should follow any religion other than our ancestral religion. Because when I go back to India, I call these guys, I tell these guys, there are 1,001 gods, so-called Hindu gods. All these gods have been there since 3,000-4,000 years. They haven't done a damn thing to our people. We are still slaves. And still we are slaves. The same thing goes here. Jesus Christ has been here 2,000 years. The black man and black woman has been lynched in this country with Jesus Christ holding his hand. Are we that dumb not to recognize that? If there is a TV, some award, musical award presented, the young, handsome African-American brother comes and stands, receives the award. Jesus Christ, thank you. I feel like slapping his face. It was not his. Jesus Christ helped him be there. This is that our ancestors here, 4,000 years been killed and lynched and murdered and raped. Because of them, this young man is standing here. We got to catch every little young child and teach them before they go to school and get some kind of teaching, some kind of education. And that is where our problem lies. And it is so prevalent in India because after 1947, I'm going to go back to the history. Brother Noko told, Brother Yununi told me I can take all the time I want. So till you all tell me to shut up, and I'm going to keep going. So when after independence, so-called independence, and I'll come back and say why I'm calling so-called independence, the low caste people had little chance to go to school and move up. But he doesn't want to read history. He thinks, oh my goodness, gee, the God gave me. Because of God, I'm moving up. He thinks he's too damn smart. I'm extremely smart, that's the reason I'm moving up. It's not because of his smartness. It is because he got the opportunity. But who created the opportunity? That is the person he needs to go and thank. Instead, this idiot goes around to the Hindu temple and trying to hide himself so he can get into the temple. Because if he tells the guy he's an untouchable, they'll kick him out of that place. Because he's not supposed to go into the temple. As a matter of fact, not only inside the temple, he can't even go close to the temple. Because he's not only untouchable, he's unshadowable. Because even the shadow will pollute the temple or the god or the upper caste person. As a matter of fact, the village I came from, where I was born, I still remember, there's a temple. Let's say this is the end of the wall. As an untouchable, I could not go next to the wall. There are bunch of stones stuck about 20 feet from the wall. I have to go outside the stone. You know why? Because a certain time of the day, my shadow will fall on the wall. That will pollute the guard. And the distance is measured with the angle, the longest shadow for the tallest guy. It is today. I'm not talking about 200 years back. And if anyone says India is the biggest democracy, you have to shake that guy, hold him by his collar, and tell him what is democracy. It is called democracy. That's what it is. Okay. I said the so-called independence because the independence is for the upper caste. So they have the independence to crush and exploit and discriminate the rest of the people. And that is what's going on there. That is what, the so-called freedom of press. What is freedom of press? Freedom of press, so the press editor has the freedom to do whatever he wants to write. And that's what is freedom of press. Just like that, here independence is they can do whatever they want and they can exploit the people. So this is the kind of story that you don't hear about it. But this is the facts. So I want to make sure you all understand what Hindu religion alone, what is the implication. The temples are there all over. They are building temples in this country. The Hindus, the upper caste Hindus coming into this country, very powerful. There may be a small number, very powerful because of the money. Most of them are professionals, doctors, engineers, and businessmen. And they have a good hold on these politicians. And they build temples of millions and millions of dollars. And you go inside the temple, I don't know if they're going to let you in, but if you ever happen to go inside, you'll find out who is the priest. Only Brahmins, no one else. No one else can even go inside that inner, wherever that statue. The Hindu has idol worshipping. And there are 1,001 gods. And if you read some of the stories of these gods, you wouldn't believe. One god chasing another god's wife. Another god's wife is chasing another god. You wouldn't believe what all. And the god obnoxious things. That kind of stories the Hindu religion has. But that's what practicing here. As a matter of fact, the Hindu community in this country practice casteism in this country. Practice so subtly. There is local Indian-run papers. And the Indian community try to stay within themselves, trying to find match for their children. And they have what is called matrimonial column in the paper. And if you pick it up and see, they go through detailed description of the caste. Here. And this, of course, the white man doesn't care because he likes that, because it is all based on racism or freedom of religion. So you can spread poison in the name of religion. And we want to be watchful. We want to find out. We need to know. And unless we know the truth, we wouldn't know what's going on. Okay. Let me go back and read you some of the holy scriptures. Vedas, you probably would have heard about Vedas, Gita, Bhagavad Gita, is all holy books. I hope I made it clear. In the Brahminical Hindu religion, there is no single God like Jesus Christ in Christianity, or Allah in Islam, or Buddhism. There's no. I shouldn't say Buddha because Buddha never called himself a god. Okay, these other guys are all prophets or son of gods, whatever. Okay, but I gave up on these gods and religion long time back. Because I was born in a village, I was thrown out of a temple, I was thrown out of a